Hello everyone, this is part two of managing security and distribution groups. In the previous video, we created three types of group: Microsoft 365 distribution list and mail enabled group. And now I'm about to show you how to create a dynamic distribution group, and then we'll test them how we work with them. So these two groups are easier to, these are all of the groups are easier to make, but in dynamic distribution group, it's a little bit different. It's a group. The only difference is that we don't select members. We don't select members. Basically, we add members by a rule. So I'm going to select a dynamic distribution group and next, and then I can provide the name test dash. This is for, let's say, marketing, and this is DDL. So I'm just going to copy the name so that I can use it in the next screen. So the owner, group owner, is basically, I'm going to choose my ID, so the whatever your admin ID is. So this is the owner, and all members will be included. You can select only certain type of mailboxes, but here I'm just going to leave it to all recipient types. So all recipient types can be included, but the next screen will show you that we can create a rule. So here we can just select the name of the group. Actually, it's the previous screen. So right here after this rule is right here condition. So the condition, we are going to say that the members will be part of a department called sales. So any person who is part of sales team will be added. So department, if the in the mail in the users department property, if there is sales, then user will be part of this group. And the advantage is that as soon as the new employee is registered or in your Active Directory or Exchange, and their department value is sale, they will be automatically added in this group. So I'm just gonna click next. The email address will remain the same, the one that I copied from the name, and click OK. Now we have three types of distribution group. The one is test marketing, the other one is so security, which we test HR, and the third one was distribution list. Now in distribution list, we haven't added any members, so we are going to go and add the members. So within going to the members, there are no members, there is only owner. So I'm just gonna go here and add some members. So click add, and I'm gonna make member Alex to this group, so that if any email sent to this group, Alex should be able to receive it. So I'm going to make Alex as a member. And whenever you create a group, you need to add members. Otherwise, what is the main purpose of the group? And in security group, I am going to add members too. So going to the security group, and I'm going to add members. So go to members and view all and click add members, and here you can add members. So I'm going to add Ali Khan and Amy and Alana. So three members. You can add more members too, so there is no limit to add members. So members are added, and this dynamic distribution list, you don't need to add members because users will be added based on the criteria that we just created. And one more thing here, so we have distribution list, we have mail enabled. Now let's see how do we use them. So first of all, let me log into my mailbox as being an admin. I'm not going to Alex mailbox, I'm going to my as an admin, the one that you logged in with. So I'm going to open my Outlook. And so when I say open mailbox, you need to always open Outlook, because Outlook is the client, which is Outlook Web Access, is the client with which we can open the mailbox. So mailbox is right here, and currently on this mailbox there is one group already added that I added previously, for testing purposes. So here, as being an admin, I don't have access to any other groups at the moment. So the first test is that we need to send an email to test marketing. Let's check that out. So the first test is for distribution list. The distribution list, Alex is a member, and the name of the distribution list is test.finance. So let's go here, and here we can create a new message. Just click on new message, and you need to type test, as soon as you do, it's not finding that group. So the first time when you create a group, it won't send a message, but there are few ways you can still send a message to. It won't find it in the address book, so that is known as the address book. uh, Now you can just copy the email from here, it will work. Or the easier way is go to two, and then within two just go to all distribution list, and in here you can go down to, this is test dash hr. Actually the one that we are sending message to is test dash finance. So going back to the mailbox, test dash finance, which is this one. So I'm gonna just add test dash finance and save, and now it's here. Let me delete this, and this is test from Adnan. So this is admin, test from Adnan admin, and next. So mail is sent. So mail should be basically sent to Alex. So Alex mailbox, which is open in another browser, so which is open in this browser here, should be able to receive an email. So Alex Alex did receive a mail from test from Adnan admin. So I sent an email to the group, but since Alex is a member, he received the group. So Alex will reply back to Adnan saying it is received. So sent message back, and we can check that out, that Adnan, I received that email in my mailbox. So this is the distribution list. Now let's send an email to let's send an email to mail enabled security group. So mail enabled security group is test.hr. So test.hr, and again if I go here, because the first time it won't appear, but as you can see, the first email is sent to the group, it will always appear. So if sometimes the group is not available, just send one email to activate the mailbox. And this is not for now, it is coming back from the, this practice is right, it was being done right from the beginning. When a mailbox is created, it's not active unless it receives at least one email. So here I'm gonna go to all distribution list, and the one that I'm looking for is test.hr. So this is mail enabled security group, and in here we can just select plus sign and send email, and I am sending email to this, and this is test for uh, mail enabled security group from Adnan admin. So this is email being sent from me, but in order to check that email, we can check that from where. Now who's the member of this group? So first of all, let's see that who is the member of this group. So I'm gonna go to HR and go to members. In the members there is Akhan, Alana, and Amy. So these are three members of this group, so we can check any one of their emails. So let me go to Amy's mailbox now. And in order to log into Amy's mailbox, I cannot log in from here in this browser, because then I will lose my credentials. I cannot log in from here because I'm going to lose Alex credential. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open Chrome here. So open Chrome, and then I will log into outlook.office.com, and in this case let's log into. So I just copied that email, use a new email address, so Amy, and next. So, and here you should remember the passwords for all these users. We just kept them P capital password 1. And so this is, I'm not going to save that in my password manager. So so as soon as this is logged in, Amy should be able to receive that email that I sent to test.hr, uh, test.hr it was mail enabled security group. So the last test that we are going to do is to send an email to the dynamic distribution list. Now dynamic distribution list, make sure that there should be some users that have the value sales in their department. Those users will be able to receive an email. So Amy is logged in, and here we can see the test for mail enabled security group is right here, so within Amy, and I'm going to reply back. uh, so it is still opening, so I can come back here. Now the third group was dynamic distribution list. So first of all, I need to find out how many users have sales in their department, and I need to send an email to test.marketing.dll. This is the group that we created. So for that, I'm going to go back to users, active users within Microsoft 365 Admin Center, and from here, um, there are different ways to find out the property value, or we can just set up one of the users with sales. I think, let me check my own uh, ID. So I'm going to check my own ID, go down to contact information. So this is part of manage contact information, and in here I have department, IT department. So let's change that to sales. So in the department value sales, remember that the criteria for that group, anyone who has sale in their department. So just I'm doing that because most of the users are synced from Active Directory, and for those users you cannot change the department value from here. You need to go back to the domain controller and make the change from there. So just make sure that you're changing the department value of the user that is Office 365. I mean, you can always do that, but that will take time to sync the users. Okay, so now let's test that out. I am going to send email from Alex mailbox, so that it should come to my, if my mailbox is if my mailbox is added to the group. So I'm going to send an email which is right here. And what's the name of the email? I think it was test.marketing. It was test.marketing.ddl. So to because it's a new group, and it will not be available, and it's not here. DLLs are not filled. Sometimes you can find them in offline address list, and this is DDL, but this is not the one that we created. We created this one, marketing. So I'm just gonna add it here for one time, and next time you will just type test and it will automatically show you the list. So this is test from Alex uh, for DDL group. So this email should be sent to Adnan, as Adnan is member of the member of the DDL group. Why? Because the department value is sales. So I'm just gonna send email, and sometime it won't reach right away because the we just added and it got it, and sometime it doesn't. So sometime if it's not directly added, so I sent that email to test since I had that value of sales, so it was sent to me. So these are three different type of groups there, and four different types of groups, and this is how we test them. So just test them. And the one last test that I wanted to show you, the advantage of Office 365 group. So this group has an advantage that if you need to set up permissions in the SharePoint for this group, all the members of this group, you can set that up as well. So for example, we can go to Admin Center, Microsoft Admin Center, and from here we can open SharePoint, and you log into SharePoint. And so what are we testing? We are testing Microsoft 365 group, and here we can just go to any active site. So you can go to active sites here, and going to active site, just open communication site. I can open any other site because communication site will be present in your subscription by default. Go to this URL. So this open that communication site, and it will ask you to log in. So we need to see that which groups are available for setting up the access. So there should be, let's check that out. So going to the documents, and within documents, let's see if we have any documents there, or you can create a document just to test out access. So for the first time, if you're opening this site, there might not be any document. But if there is not, you can just create a empty Word document, and then you can test the access. So I have two, but I'll just create a new document. Let's say I need to share this with the Office 365 group that we just created. So I just created I'm just creating a new document. So new, and it's a Word document, so it opens here, and we can just close it. Actually, no. I can basically create an Excel book and close this. So here both of the documents are here. So this is the document that I just created. This mark shows that it is a new document. In order to share that, let's say this document, both are just created, and just let's share it with the test dot what's the name of the group. We can go back to Exchange, go back to Office 365. It's test.m365 group. So I'm just gonna go here, and in here we can go to test dash. So as you can see, only this group appears because this is Office 365 group, and other group cannot be used. So we have so many test group. We have mail enabled security group, distribution list, and dynamic distribution list. All start with test, but you cannot add them. So here, as soon as it is sent, so this link is sent to the members of the group, and I'm the member of the group, so I should be able to receive this right here. No, Alex is the member of the group. We can just go right here within Alex. So going to Alex mailbox and going down to the group. So here, yeah, so the book is shared by me with Alex. So this is the advantage of Office Microsoft 365 group, that you can assign access, or you can this group will work with Office 365 services, whereas other groups, this is only a group to send emails to. This can be sent emails to, and also set up security. And distribution list, dynamic distribution list, is the same as distribution list, but this works with a condition or criteria. Thank you for watching this video.